everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Ellen and this is Gardening with Mary Ellen. In today's video I'm going to be giving you a quick tour of my garden area, and then I will be going into my garden plans for the spring. So it'll be fun. So if you are new here, please subscribe and like this video for more gardening content. A quick note, I am in Zone 7B in Central North Carolina, the Triangle area, just for reference. Okay, we are going to start here at the entrance of our backyard. I added all of this a couple months ago. And I have these little pansies here. I got these on clearance at Southern States in a tray of 18 little containers for 17 cents a container. So that's a really great deal, and all they really needed was some fertilizer, and now they're thriving. So I have two little grow bags here. I've got some lettuce going in there. It is Renee's Garden Caesar Duo. Then here I have some Matador spinach, which has germinated. You can see that little guy. So that'll be fun. And I have this shepherd hook here and this little basket, and I'm going to be growing some either tiny tomatoes or a determinate variety, as well as some basil, thyme, oregano, and like a marigold to make a little Italian themed basket. Then moving on over here, this is a flower bed. There are tulip bulbs and iris bulbs. As you can see, the irises have come up. Don't mind that blue tarp. I'm getting soil delivered in a couple days. And then I spread out just a variety seed pack. You can see these are snapdragons. I spread this out last year, so some of the seeds must have, well, I guess the flowers self-seeded last year when they were dying back, so that'll be nice to see what all comes up. Then this bed is all garlic and a few volunteer carrots. It's looking good though. And then this is my little herb box. So here is parsley that's coming back from last year. We have giant lemon balm that I did not put in a container. That was a mistake. And I have my rosemary. This is from last year. It didn't really do too well, so I got another rosemary start. I'm gonna make sure that this is a good spot for rosemary before I plant this. Here's some sage. And then this is oregano that has come back. And here, this is a pallet bed frame that I made that I no longer use, but I figured it would be the perfect garden addition. So I bought this from Big Lots, and it fell once, so it's a little damaged, but that's okay. I believe this was $14, and it's really nice. I'm gonna get some more at Big Lots, but I am going to be planting my strawberries in here like vertically, and I'm going to be planting different mints. As you can see, I've bought mint starts. So this is chocolate mint from Blue Ridge Grown, which is cool. North Carolina, actually Virginia, from Rhino, Virginia. Then I have some peppermint. We have mojito mint. And then this is julep mint. My idea with this is to kind of create a cocktail themed little vertical garden, as well as my strawberries. And I think it's gonna look really cute. So I'm excited for that. All right, moving into the main garden area. I built this fence to keep my dog out, but it doesn't keep my dog out. But that's okay. Keeps other things out, I guess. We have this first bed here. We have 5 beds, and I'll just go through quickly what's currently growing. We have garlic. That will be ready, I think around July 4th is when garlic is ready in my zone. We have a row of carrots. We have 2 rows of beets. This is a white avalanche beet. And then we have bull's blood, which is a red beet. And then we have fennel, closest to the trellis. I don't think the fennel is going to bulb because I just direct sowed it. That was more of an experiment. I don't really know what these beets are going to do. I didn't really offer any of my cold frost hardy crops any protection, so I think they were stunted some, so that was my fault. I might end up pulling out some of these beets or leaving them. I will need to pull up the fennel because my tomatoes are going to go here, but we'll get into that later. Also, I have a blueberry bush that has started to bud. So cute. That'll be exciting. I've never grown blueberries before. Alright. I have a cute ginger jar and lemon garden flag. I feel like everyone needs a garden flag. Over here, this is the bed number 2. I have a bunch of carrots that I just threw out. And they are looking really great. Let's see. They are kind of starting, some of them are, to form. You can see there. So hopefully they'll hurry up and develop good carrot roots soon, because I'm gonna need this bed in about a month. Over here we have some arugula that is it is bolting, so I really need to use that. And I just used the rest of a variety lettuce pack there. They were pretty old, so nothing really happened. That's okay. And then it's hard to see, but I popped in some sweet pea seeds at the base of this little trellis. Got one coming up and a couple more right there. So I will be leaving that when I plant the rest of my stuff. Here we have another raised bed. Let me lift this guy. So in here we have cabbage and Swiss chard. Have some spinach, collards, and a broccoli plant. I added this row cover probably a month ago, and it has really helped the stuff that's underneath of it in this bed. So next fall and winter, really winter, I will be adding another one of these to hopefully get a much better crop of winter veggies, which I have never had much luck with. I think because I don't offer them protection when it gets super cold. Alright, another bed here has the same kind of cold crops. And since it's been warmer, the spinach is really starting to grow a lot more, but the Swiss chard you can see is a lot smaller still. And these broccoli plants are a lot smaller than what is under there. So that tells me that my experiment worked. I have just some random kale that I put in here about a month ago, as well as some more sweet peas that I sowed. I don't know if, oh yeah, these are starting to come up. Good. In this last bed, I have another row of garlic that got some wind yesterday or the day before. I did seed onions all through here, and it looks like this is the only one that took. That's why I started some inside, because I knew this was going to happen. So I will have to transplant those at some point, probably in the next couple weeks, because onions can take some frost. Here's another one. Cool. And then I do have some grow bags. Have some here with some bok choy, more kale, and snapdragons. More snapdragons. Hope these will kind of take off a little bit more with this warmer weather that we're going to be getting. We had a freeze a couple nights ago. Alright, here's some more kale. It's looking a little sad. That's okay. We have more grow bags here. And that's about all of the garden space in the main vegetable garden area. So now that that's done, I'm going to go through, starting over here again, and give you the plan for the spring and summer. Alright, so this is the little gate entrance. We have my garden buddy breaking the rules again, but I'm here, so that's okay. In this little area, I'm going to be building, not really building, I'm going to be adding soil and creating like an in-ground bed. I'm going to be doing corn, squash, and beans as a Three Sisters method garden. And with the squash, Ava, sit. Good girl. I will be popping in some herbs and flowers around the squash to hopefully keep away the squash bugs and squash vine borers. We'll see. I think I'm going to leave that blueberry bush there. I might put it in a grow bag. I don't really know yet. I'm going to have to do some research on that. Over here, I'm going to be doing an in-ground bed. Probably the length of this little fence here. And in this, like half or third, I'll be doing a bunch of flowers, just a variety. And then this is a Rose of Sharon tree. We actually have two, and it creates a really nice shady spot, as you can see. I will be doing a variety of lettuces there. And then at the very end, we'll go over there. We have more grow bags. I'm going to be putting my tomatillos in the grow bags over there. Okay. So my tentative plan for this first bed here, along the cattle panel trellis, I will be doing 5 tomatoes. This side will be slicer varieties, so I have a few different ones. I have Cherokee Purple, Black Crim, Rutgers, just to name a few. I do have a video up of all of the seeds, like the varieties that I'm starting. So check that out if you want to know more specifics. And I'm also going to be interplanting some basil, borage, nasturtiums. I might put a pepper in here and the eggplant so I can keep all my nightshades together. And these, this is just kind of a rough plan. I'll definitely be adding to it once I get planting. That's the plan for this bed. Similar idea for this bed. We will have the tomatoes along the trellis. These will be cherry variety. More borage, more flowers like marigolds, probably some more peppers. I have quite a few peppers, so that will be good. I will probably separate my sweet and hot peppers. I don't know if that really matters. I'm not planning on saving seeds, so I don't think it matters for those purposes for cross-pollination. But yeah. And then of course I have my sweet peas there. I'll probably pop in some lettuces too, because they'll be shaded out. And this bed, so I have 2 more cattle panel trellises, and I think I'm going to put them both here, much like this. So these are 2 cattle panels, and I will be growing my cucumbers and probably some beans as well on the cattle panel trellis. And in with them, I will be planting some okra, as well as some other random things that I have not gotten to yet. Mostly direct sown items though, probably some more lettuces, things that are not very heavy feeders, so most of the energy goes towards my cucumbers and beans. Probably some bush beans in the bed that aren't up a trellis as well. And I'll have my peas there. So these two beds are going to be mostly the same, like the cucumbers, okra. Those are my two main crops, and more things just tucked away in between. And then this last bed, I have my garlic, of course, and I will be transplanting my onions and hopefully my leeks too in the rest of the space here. I should easily be able to do that since I don't really need much space. I need to do that soon because they need to be in the ground to really grow more. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm growing all short day variety of onions. Last year I grew intermediate day and they didn't get very big, so I think short day will be better. Over here I'm going to add more grow bags, but I'm going to grow some tomatillos. I have, I think, 8 that are started. I don't know if I'll end up planting all 8. At least 4 though. Maybe I'll settle on 6. I have more of this fencing here that I'm going to put up because tomatillos go crazy if they're not supported like that. So I will be doing that. And so again, we'll have that in-ground bed with some lettuces. I'll probably put some flowers in here too. And back over here, I will probably do some sort of in-ground bed here and figure something out to put in there. Maybe some more flowers. I'm liking the flowers this year. And along this little fencing, you can see, got fencing there. I will be putting an in-ground bed at the bottom, and then I will be planting all my paste tomatoes here. So I'm going to do 2 varieties of Ace 55, 2 varieties of Roma, and then 2 varieties of super sauce. And you can see I've marked with these little tags where the plants are going to be planted. And I've done the same here. I really want to focus on properly spacing out my tomatoes so they don't get as diseased as they probably will. I mean, blight is a thing and it's probably going to happen, but I want to try to mitigate it as much as I can. So my spacing is 18 inches. That's like the minimum you really want for tomatoes. Alright, so that wraps up my tour and my garden plan for this year. I'm very excited, and I will be filming when I transplant everything, so hopefully that will be helpful to some of you. And comment down below if you have a garden and what zone you're in. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.